What's going on, everybody out there? This is your man C.
Chuck Wagon, what's going on?
Jen Strong, lover of life. We up in here.
And
the
this is
the only,
the Two Real Radio.
Let's get it. Let's go.
How's everybody's week going?
Excellent.
It's flowing so far.
Man, it's
so
hot.
far.
It's hot. It's ridiculously
Finally.
hot. We didn't jump. Nah.
Yes.
No, finally.
Yes.
We
About
jumped.
that time, though.
We jumped
It's
Yes.
about time.
over
Tired
a
of being
whole
cold.
season. No, we jumped over a whole season.
We just
It
was just late.
That's the new spring. That's what I'm telling
Spring
you.
came through
new
like the
springtime.
spring.
That's the new shit.
Spring came through like the uncle that come through with the cookout. Say what's up.
Spring ain't what we
Drop off a couple
remember
dollars to
it being.
everybody.
That's what I'm saying. That's the new shit.
Then
We
it's
gotta-
out.
gotta get
Nah, I
used to
need
it,
spring, man.
You want it back?
I went out and bought shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bet you ain't never gonna get to wear it till next spring.
I thought I was gonna be. What spring? If it's gonna be like this, I got shirts that I ain't wear. They got tags on them. They nice too, man. Spend some good money on them.
All right, come on. Let's
Going
get
through.
to
So
it.
what's up, man?
That's it. Come on.
Well, you already know.
ready?
man.
I'm
You-
on, I'm
you
ready
know
to
the
go.
main thing. I know you was ready.
I'm ready to
You
go.
was ready. Yeah. So
Last
crank it
week,
up. Yeah.
we were a little bit ahead of the game. Mm-hmm. Kanye
Yeah,
West.
we was ahead of that ball.
We
I gotta say
definitely called
Yeah.
that early. Kanye West
Yeah,
decides now that slavery is a choice.
it's a choice. Yeah. Dumbass statements are a choice
If
too.
you defended him
that's-
before, cuz
I tried.
right,
I did.
you defended him.
And now,
And now
yeah.
I have nothing. I have nothing else. I can't. Only thing I
really-
can say is publicity stunt. I'm still going back. Mental illness. Okay.
He genuinely in his mind believes.
Did y'all
That's
hear
the
the
thing. He
liposuction
believes
thing?
that. He
What?
Did say he got addicted to the opioids when he got
Yeah, I
liposuction?
heard. Yeah, he did the liposuction.
When?
Yeah. But he still got titties though. So how that
Right,
work out?
he's fatter now than
That's
he's
what I'm
ever
saying.
been.
How that work out? I don't.
It is.
Okay,
it is
so
definitely.
but what that lets me know right there is that it's more it's more mental issue than what I initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you getting liposuction because of I didn't want y'all to think I was fat. Like seriously, I
Well, I
didn't want
mean,
y'all
that's
to
what-
talk about
well,
me like
and-
Rob
and-
He did that for us
Kardashian.
somehow.
That's the
in
that's your
Kanye's
reasoning
defense-
behind
reason,
doing
right.
it.
That's
Then
his rationale, man. Right.
then
In
you
Kanye's
mentally gone.
defense, though, you know, he is in the limelight. He is a public figure. He is constantly on TV, and because
But you got money for trainers.
he got fat, and we calling him Fat Kanye now.
But you
So
got money
maybe
for
that's
trainers
why in his mind, yeah.
and dietitians.
But do you have time? Do they have time like that though?
You got time to get fat? You got time
Think
to
about
get
it.
skinny?
If you get fat in regular life, people gonna call you out and be like, "Yo, you."
So if you
gigantic
in the
big." So if you
limelight,
in the
you
limelight now, you have a
constantly
whole bunch of other
in
people
the
that
media's
don't know
eye.
you calling you out.
chose
so,
to be in the limelight.
Well,
Yeah.
forget Fat Kanye. Let's talk about crazy Kanye. Believes that slavery, a 400-year, you know,
I don't
is a
know,
choice.
You know, he
everybody-
tried to.
A choice. I don't recall anybody choosing to get on those boats. I understand maybe he's saying by numbers, we chose to stay down because of numbers, but it was a whole institution set up.
My thing is, he makes the comments and then we try to justify and fill in the gaps for what he really meant. He a grown ass man. He made his comments, and when he made the statement, he was feeling himself. And what's my man from
Van became an instant legend. TMZ's Van.
I did
instant
not know
legend.
your
But maybe
name,
it's still
champion,
a
but
reason.
now I know
Maybe
your name.
it's still a reason.
What?
Maybe he just
Are you
he
still-
gonna wrap this thing up with a nice little
here
pretty
we go,
bow.
man.
Like I got y'all.
Oh, he got us all right. Did you hear this?
Neck.
Did you
Oh,
hear
that-
this nigga's song?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Did you
oh
hear
my!
that?
I don't
couldn't
even like
get
using
through
that
it.
word.
I
Did
couldn't
you
get through it. I
Did you
couldn't
hear?
get
Have
through
you
it.
heard Kanye's
Yeah.
new song?
I couldn't get through it.
What's it? Lift Yourself. Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
All I heard was poop, doop,
Yeah,
doop,
poop,
doop,
whoop,
and I said,
doop.
"Oh my god!" What is
And you know the point
that?
he's trying to prove, though. I
What's
mean,
after mumble rap?
Nah, he just trying to prove that, yo, I'm a genius. I could do whatever. It don't even matter. I could take this
Hey, you
tight
ain't-
ass
That's
beat.
what I got out of it.
I could take this tight ass beat.
That's
and
what
do
I got
nothing
out of
to
it, and
'Cause
that's
remember
why
how he
I
was
turned
hyping
this
it up?
shit off.
Right.
Because
remember
I
he
was like, you
hyping
won't
it up
get
like,
me.
yo, watch this next.
Watch
these
this
bars,
next
these bars,
this
watch
next
this.
verse right here.
That's what he
And
said,
these bars,
right?
these
Right,
bars.
right. And I couldn't get through the song. I couldn't because I felt like he
I
was
tell you
playing
this.
with me then.
Whoop
I
did he
felt like
swoop.
I
If
was
he ain't
being
make them
played
stupid
with.
comments, I might be looking at that
Whoop did he
move like,
swoop.
yeah, that was alright. It was alright.
Now,
But
I
not-
felt
not
Is
like
that
I
the
was being
progression?
played
Is
with.
that not what's next? It's like
No.
what's after
What, you
what's
talking
after
about?
mumble rap?
No.
Is it whoop did he
So I call
swoop?
it
Because- but we
Is that not
could-
is that not him
No, but
trolling
we
like?
can call it mumble rap, but they
I
already
damn
saying
sure hope
something.
it's
They
not.
are
Just
rapping.
because you don't
They are-
understand what
they-
he's saying,
right,
you know,
right.
they saying it's mumble rap.
Not knocking anybody.
That
saying, you know,
means just
y'all
be
doing your
getting
thing.
older And
It's
that's,
not for us.
That's for the new people.
Right, it's
the
not
new
for
kid
us.
stuff.
But it's
It's
Whoop
about
Diddy Swoop.
sounds and shit.
Is
Right,
Whoop
that's
Diddy
what they're
Swoop
about.
next?
No,
Whoop
no, it's
Diddy
not.
Poop.
I hope
No,
not.
it's not.
You
I
know
hope
what it
not.
sounds like? It sounds like he took something that he does for his kids and was like, "Yo, I'm about to just put that on somebody. I'm about to put that on."
Man,
I'm
it
about to
sounded like he
record that."
said, "Yo, watch this. Turn the mic on."
Right.
And that's just what came to his head.
Is it wrong
Like,
that I
that's
woke
what
up
it
this
sound
morning
like.
with that shit stuck in my head?
Yes,
like
it's wrong.
The beat
You can't
is
separate
amazing.
that?
The beat, yeah,
Come on now.
yeah. I mean, it's trash.
Trash.
It's
Straight
trash.
booty.
The beat-
The
was
opening
like
part,
that.
though,
The beat
opening
was great.
part, you know, because for real, I thought he was going back old school Kanye. Cause
Yeah,
remember
right,
the
right,
samples and
right,
all that.
yeah.
So I'm like, all right,
That's
let
no
me-
school
Let me hear it
Kanye.
out.
That's no school
what
Kanye?
was- yes. What was that?
That's homeschool Kanye.
Like I'm hurt a little bit. Like I'm hurt.
Nah,
Like you.
Kanye, like I say, when he
I'm hurt.
graduated, that third album, that's when he lost me. That's when I felt like he started going in a different direction. Now I respect his artistry. I respect his beats and what he does, you know.
Okay.
And I can separate that from him, but those comments, man, those
Yeah, his
those are some
comments
very,
I can't.
yeah,
His,
those are very
his
powerful
recent comments
man.
I can't separate from.
Nah.
You
It's
know,
very
because
ignorant.
slavery
Very
is
ignorant.
something that.
Try and stick up for my man. I'm like, look, I don't care. If he got the music and it's fire and I like it, I'ma rock with it. But I can't even rock with that. I can't even rock with that. It's like a joke.
Nah,
And as he
can't
said,
really support that.
I mean, we've seen that in every country, in every different, slavery has definitely not been a choice. Every culture that's been enslaved definitely didn't choose to be that way. I mean, I'm sure if they could have done something all at one time where it wasn't a system put in for years and generations of, they would have done something about it. But I don't think anybody chose.
And you see the way he said it. I mean, he said it kind of like nobody else sees where I'm coming from with this, and it's like, nah, Joe, what are you talking about?
You gotta elaborate a little bit. I think a lot of people and a lot of people on my
Kanye losing
timeline
himself
came
a
to
little
his.
bit, man.
A lot of people came to his rescue. A lot of people.
Yeah, a
actually,
lot of people
You
will
know what's funny? A lot of
defend-
people actually got on us. I got a lot of phone calls about Bill Cosby. We should have lightened up on Bill. We should have.
Say lighten up.
We should. Yeah, we went a little hard on Bill. That's what they
I don't
believe.
think we went too hard on
I don't
Bill.
think we
Come
went
on,
hard
man.
enough.
I might
I
have,
don't think
man.
we
I
went.
don't care.
Yeah, I don't think we really
I don't
dove
think we
in
went
on
hard
it.
enough.
Man, look,
I don't
Bill
think we
went
went
hard.
hard
Bill
enough.
We
went
ain't
hard.
light him
man.
up like
Bill
that.
went
Like,
hard.
He went hard.
Hey,
But
That's everybody just going hard now, cause that song was that went hard. He went hard with that.
that's
Yeah,
that's-
we just going hard. We going hard.
So
We
that
went hard.
is that what everybody's gonna start producing? You think some
no, I don't think so.
No,
I
I
don't
think-
think
I-
that's gonna start a trend.
smiggity
but
smacks and
I think whatever we
All that
do
shit
as
is
a
damn
people
sure whack,
to
motherfucker.
what is it? The race trade where we get rid of people?
race trade.
We need to be thinking about
the
that.
the race
draft.
draft.
Who do we
The
who do,
draft.
who do we the racial
Yeah,
draft?
We need to be sitting in the
gonna
corner
trade
or
them
something.
all.
Like
Yeah.
We're gonna do a racial draft.
But hey, but you know what?
Who do we trade
The
them for?
Armenians. He can go to the
maybe
Armenians
his
and
maybe
get
his
Kardashian
thinking
now,
so
right?
progressive.
I said we take Ellen. I like
Maybe
Ellen.
his thinking
Say
so
bring
progressive
Ellen
that we
over.
just
Bring
can't
on this
understand.
Red Rover,
Oh,
Red
Ellen
Rover.
tight.
Send
Ellen
Ellen
tight.
on over.
Ellen
We
tight.
just can't understand.
Ellen belongs to
That's
everybody.
it.
Yeah.
He on another plane. He's somewhere else.
Do you think this is medication or absence of medication?
No, I just think it's somebody saying ignorant stuff, and it's like we
It's just not
diagnosing
flying.
it
Is
as
it-
opposed
now-
to just seeing what it is in front of us. It's
Because
just,
everybody's woke.
stupid.
Everybody's woke now. We got Me Too, all this stuff going on. Everybody's woke. Nobody's standing for the bullshit. Do you think it's because of the time? If he'd have done this maybe a couple years ago, you think it would have flown?
I'm gonna say it like this: everybody's entitled.
We're
to
not-
their
we're not
own
going for
opinion.
anything right now.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Right.
If that's how Kanye feels, then that's how Kanye feels. But I'm also entitled to my opinion, and I'm also entitled to look at those words that you said and that comment that you said was very strong. It was very stupid, and it has more ramifications than you think it did just for you saying it. It's like, nah, man, that shit was on CNN, man. CNN, you got the panelists and all that breaking it
That's the
down.
hottest.
I mean,
That's the hottest story. That's the biggest.
yeah,
You know.
And
Van-
I don't
Van
think
the dude
any
became the
publicity
We should
is good
question that
publicity.
too, though.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I don't
we
think
should
that.
question like, why is that the biggest story? Like,
Oh, there's
mean,
definitely a lot.
you know
A
what
lot.
I
There's
mean?
a lot of other
Just
stuff
because
going on,
just
right.
because he wanted to say something crazy out his mouth.
But we wouldn't be
tweet
talking
some
about him if
crazy
he wasn't
stuff.
good, though. See, that's
Like-
the thing.
Yeah,
though. That's
yeah.
the thing.
If he wasn't the artist that he was,
when you good,
yeah.
you can say crazy shit like that.
But
and you
but-
will
but
make.
Is there?
you will make.
But
the
now we're seeing though, there's a limit to how far your crazy can go.
well, naturally, yeah, you gonna
can't
say some
just-
stuff and you gonna catch some people off guard.
But he's
Yeah.
catching
But
like,
who is he?
like
but who he
lately-
looking crazy to? And who he appealing
Well,
to?
naturally, he gonna have some people that's gonna
Maybe
side
maybe
with
he's
him.
doing just what he wanted it to do. Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I'm sure you had somebody
Whoop
out
did he
there that
swoop?
probably agreed with what he said.
Yeah, I know.
Cop that. A lot of people. I
can
can pull up messages
Exactly.
on my phone where people are like, you just. I think you took it out of context. I'm like, how do you
Right,
take
how
slavery?
how we
Maybe,
take that out of
choice.
context, and then he tried to clean it up.
Maybe he's just a pawn.
He tried to clean it up.
in
That's
the
the
bigger
thing,
scheme
right?
of things.
He came back on the Twitter and tried to clean it up. But it's like, nah, if you said what you said, stand by what you said, and take it, But now he trying to, obviously I didn't mean it that way, and da 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 da. It's like,
That's
well,
your man.
you should have thought about it a little
tried.
bit
Your
more.
man. That was you were his
Should've thought
champion.
about
No,
it,
I mean, I tried.
Nah.
You look hurt.
I still believe in his genius. I still believe in
Yeah,
his
his
genius.
music.
I won't
his
give it up.
music, I mean, his music.
I
But
won't give it up. I still
will
think-
tell you, I ain't bumping him.
you know
no
what I
more.
mean?
I kind of stopped bumping him a little while back anyway, but I ain't bumping him no more.
I tried on the music thing because that's what it boiled down to me. If you an actor, you an actor. If you a musician, you a musician. So to me, all that's okay. Well, but it boiled down to the music. And when I listen to that song, that's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's
It's
when
like
you
an
got me.
insult
Okay, all
to
this
this.
all well and good, but get down to the music.
Right.
Yeah,
And when I heard that boobity goop scoop doop doop, I was like,
right.
my feelings was hurt.
We about to get you a
was
rack
like,
of views. If you haven't seen it, man, go check it out. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
check it out,
It's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
the
And what you
music,
say it's
the
called?
production.
Heaven-
Lift yourself.
Lift yourself. All right.
What it's called. I stopped listening after that.
Yeah, so that's enough. That's enough time for Kanye.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be something else though. I mean, you already know his ball is just rolling. That's,
So, gender
what else?
roles. I love this one. I get into a lot of arguments about this.
I think this is excellent.
Let's talk about gender roles.
Gender roles.
I got a across my timeline. I get something from here, time and time again. And this one said, it was 4 things you should never touch. As long as 4 things a man should never touch. Here we go. As long as he's got a girl. So we got a mop, the pots and pans, the iron,
Clothes, yeah.
clothes. Yeah, washing your clothes.
You shouldn't wash your own clothes.
Not if you have a woman.
I disagree.
Nah, I disagree.
Disagree with all that.
Nah.
But
Mom's
now-
raised me a little
Right,
totally
right. You
different
gotta-
than
you
that.
gotta-
Mom's was like, look, you gonna wash your own drawers. You going,
So that
you
you
gonna
wouldn't
clean that
need,
shit.
so that
Yeah,
you don't need.
yeah.
But the question is now, what that question got me to is, what are things that a woman should never have to do as long as a man's around?
All right. Car related shit, like you shouldn't have to change no tires.
Okay, so
you
no
know,
tires?
even for real, your
Get the
gas
snow
and
off
shit.
the
Like,
car.
babe, I get your gas. Yeah,
Pump
I
your
take care of
gas.
your, I
If
take
they
care of the
there.
car shit.
Huh?
If they're there,
Right,
they
right.
can pump
If
your
they pump your gas,
By yourself,
right,
you
right,
pump it.
right.
Household shit, household
shit.
things,
What you
holding
got?
down the household,
Trash.
Take out the trash.
Touch
trash.
the trash, yeah, take out the trash. You shouldn't have to. do
But
that
think
because
about it. It's not to say that she can't do it if it's like, all right, if you see the trash need to go out, you can take it out too. Like, but I'm
Yeah,
just
if you out
saying
of
though, it's
town.
like, oh
What?
yeah,
Oh, whoa,
you'll
wait,
watch it
wait.
overflow.
So-
You'll
I'm
so-
not gonna watch it
overflow.
overflow.
But you're not
But
taking
you
it
ain't
out.
gonna take it out.
No,
All right.
I'm gonna make sure it shouldn't overflow. If you're taking it out every night, how it's gonna overflow?
So I gotta stay on point.
Yeah.
So that's my job.
That's
Straight
my
job.
duty.
That's
my duty.
All right. What else?
I
What else
got
we
you.
got? So we
not
got.
not just the man, but the oldest boy.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what
no, I
I
can
mean?
do-
That's
So
a-
so that's
as a woman,
that's
I
a
shouldn't
male
have
in the
to-
household. That's a male.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
In the absence of the head male,
Yes.
the next.
Youngest.
But just as a
oldest
man, I don't
boy,
want to see my
yes.
woman taking the trash out anyway, like hauling the trash out. And, you
Okay,
know,
so we got
so it's like, yeah, I
so
got
we got
you
car
with that.
related
Yeah.
Yeah.
trash. What else? Pumping gas
If they're there.
if they're there.
Yeah.
But what is a woman expected to do? What should a man never have to do if he has a woman? You're saying that no to washing his clothes. He can wash his own clothes, right? He shouldn't have
Would
to
you say
the
that- would you say
dishes.
It also depends on it if they both work on that.
I think it depends on what y'all both as a
Agree
couple
on.
agree on.
Right.
I think that's what it is. Like, because
But
think about
does
it, I
it
have no
not
problem
seem-
with the dishes. The dishes for me
Right.
is kind of therapeutic. It's relaxing for real. Like, I just bump the music, got the water nice and hot. I'm just kind of getting my thoughts together and shit. So that's never a problem. My lady already knows. She like, all right, but if it's some dishes in there though, she'll do them if it need be. But she also
But now,
know,
like she's saying, she's not taking the trash out.
yeah, right.
That is definitely your job. If you guys were in a household together, your job is like the trash. She's never touching the trash. So what is he never touching? That, you know what I mean?
You
That,
cooking all my meals?
are you cooking all the meals?
I'm eating like 5 square meals a day.
It depends
getting
if we
fat.
both work.
Huh?
Okay,
we
but
both have full-time jobs.
okay,
Or am I
if-
stay-at-home
okay,
wife?
okay. So if both of
If
y'all
I'm a
work.
stay-at-home wife, then no, you're not cooking your own meal. That's my job.
Okay, but if both of y'all work, he still has to take the trash out.
Yes.
But then what are you responsible for though?
It depends. It's on that couple.
Well,
See, I think it's like, I mean, when I pose this question, a few times,
it's different for everybody. Because some people say, okay, I'm a cook and you do the dishes.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I'm the type of person, when I cook, there are no dishes because I'm cleaning up as I go
clean as
along.
you go. That's the best way
But-
to do
but-
it.
So,
okay, so our lack of defined roles in the household.
I like it
when
when
you-
it's more fluid.
the roles come from society, first of all. Like the whole.
Do they though?
I'm saying, think about
Because
it.
even
I mean,
in
these are
nature,
things that we,
even in nature, the female feeds the young.
shit, the penguin, the one
We
that take care
protect-
of the baby, and if you want,
For-
it just
for the
depends
most
on what
part,
you're
I mean,
looking
for the
at.
most part,
Penguins
right.
sit on that egg, and they the ones that
But
do
for the
all that
most
good
part,
stuff.
it's almost animalistically set up. You know what I'm saying? That the male protects,
don't female
the house.
lions, female lions
the
hunt.
female goes
They
to hunt,
hunt,
which is
yeah.
the food.
They hunt.
They
Okay,
tend to
so
the
does
young.
Does that mean
So my
cooking?
job should be protecting the house.
Right.
I mean, now
Protect
we're
the house, take care of
and
everything.
now
Obviously to be the protector. I mean,
Okay,
that's
so
very
who
big.
do the grocery shopping in that instance? Do the
Well, see,
male
I-
go out and do the grocery shopping, and then the female cook the food, or is she responsible for going to the grocery store?
Well, see, I
'Cause
get
that's
that.
a- that's
a
Down
big
in the
task
kitchen,
right
too.
there. That's a
Like,
job.
I
if
cook.
we're doing straight roles, then that's all your job.
Or
Your
anything
job is
related to food is
Nah,
mine.
you say, all
That's
your job.
food.
Hey.
I eat
So
it.
I'm the hunter.
You. Yeah. Well, I
So
get.
you
I
bring
get.
it for
Well,
quick.
if we're going traditional roles, I gather
So
the
I
money.
pay for. I pay
I'm
for
the
the
Oh,
hunter.
right. I
so
pay
the
for
money.
groceries.
Oh, so you're
hunt-
gathering
hunt-
the
I
money.
pay for
The
the
hunt is
groceries.
the job.
You,
The hunt is
you-
the
you
job,
handle
right?
the groceries. That's basically
Okay.
what you're saying, right? In that instance,
Right.
right?
That's if we're going traditional.
Well,
you
you
stay
know,
home,
like I
but
said,
there's not
man,
a stay at home. So now there's no traditional stay at home.
Yo, I can cook.
So we're talking like
I can
hunter
get down
gatherer,
sometimes. So
wife
it
at
just-
home. You know, that's the traditional role that we're supposed to.
But think about it. When we talking about traditional, once again, we coming from what society dictates, right? So
Right.
therefore, if it's me and my woman in this situation, this is what me and her dictate. You feel me? It's not outside factors and all right, this is what you should do. This is what I should do. Now, naturally, as a man, I know that there's certain things that a man should take care of, and I'm pretty sure a woman, if she's looking for a man, she would already think that there's certain things, you know, that a woman probably needs to take care of. You feel me? Just naturally, just coming up. But it's not to say that those lines can't cross, or it's like, nah, you know, I never do this, never do
Well, that's
that.
because we're not
Yeah,
in
it's
traditional. We're not in traditional setting anymore.
oh, nah.
But
nah.
we're still leaving a certain an uneven amount of things.
Why it
Both-
gotta be even?
We both got to share. We both
Why
got
do
to
it
share the
have to be
responsibility.
even? Why does it have to be even?
All right, so you
Even.
pump your own fucking gas sometimes. I don't
If
feel
you're
like
not
it's,
there,
It's
I
cold.
said that.
All right, so we both in the car. It's cold outside too. It's
Yes.
cold to me too. Since
Yeah,
we're
you
even,
cold,
since
right.
we don't have to be even all the
That's
time.
don't wanna go
different.
outside.
But you as a man
You
shouldn't
gotta
want me to
you
be
should run the
cold.
trash out. Why gotta be cold?
Because you as a man shouldn't want your woman to be cold. Like if it's a choice,
You shouldn't want me to be hungry. Why I gotta go in there and find something to eat?
you don't. You don't. If
So
I'm
I'm
gonna stay
getting
at home,
into-
if I'm a
the
stay at
meal's
home
gonna be
wife,
there. The meal's gonna be on point.
you don't.
Right.
Now if
Definitely
I
stay at
work
home.
too and you work too,
Right?
then it's a discussion.
Why is it a discussion?
Because
We still not discussing
I
this trash.
gotta go out and guide the two. I'm getting the money too.
I mean, we can allot some time, and we're not going out there and
Because
and
I feel
hunting
like-
and skinning buffalo. And
I
shit.
feel like if
So-
we
Nah,
both
you said
working
the buffalo
full-time
now.
jobs,
Take
if
it
we
back.
both working full-time jobs,
Right.
right?
Right.
And we both doing the same amount, right?
okay.
Then it have to be a discussion because why do I have to come home and cook every day while you put your feet up and drink a beer or smoke your J? I gotta worry about what we gonna eat every day.
Yeah, but then,
every day.
okay, but if my job is to keep your car
You
running,
can't not
didn't
worry
your-
about
di-
it
Didn't your
that
car
one.
drive? You ain't worried about your car. You ain't worried about the oil
No,
getting
I said,
changed, the transmission fluid, and nothing
I
like
said
that.
Take care of
simple
all
stuff.
that.
That's one of my.
If you're with me and I get a flat tire, I would expect you to be the head on that flat tire. If I'm by myself, I know how to do it by myself.
Okay.
Because I've been watching my man do it the last time. So now I'm straight. I seen him get out and do it. Now I'm straight.
Right.
So I could get out and do it.
Okay.
If I need to pump gas and I'm by myself, get it, do it what I got to do. But if he's there, no.
You know how to change the tire?
I know how to change the
Yeah,
tire.
see, that's what I'm saying.
I need to change the
I
tire,
definitely
yes.
think, you need to know
Yeah,
how to
and-
do
and
certain
definitely,
things.
if we get caught on the side of the
But
road,
it's like
and
if
the
you got a
tire
man
go
with you,
flat,
then it's
yeah,
like,
you're
the
not
man
supposed
gonna
to
do
be
it,
in
but
there.
you know how to do it if need be. Like that's a
Right.
good thing to instill. Like yo, you could do that shit too.
So
Like,
so equal gender roles in the household. The gender roles are just there are no
It should
set.
be, yeah,
I mean,
it should be
it's-
fluid.
it's-
it
it's
should be
what y'all-
fluidity. You should be able
that's
to,
what y'all come up to, man.
you know what I mean? That's just my thing about the trash. I'm not touching trash. That's one of my rules.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? I got
I mean, to make it straight, that I never,
Not touching
my
trash.
aunt never had to take out the trash. The women that I lived with never had to take out the trash. That wasn't there. That
I
wasn't.
can't even think of the last time moms took out trash, man. Moms
Yeah.
don't take out no trash. Man.
And I will take it out, but it's gonna be a phone call. I had to take the trash out. Yes, I'm gonna let you know. It was stinking.
Yeah, my father.
I had to
man.
take it
Yeah,
out.
that's what
You slipping?
So what about? All right. So gender roles. Let's talk about as far as career wise.
Okay.
So you have males that tend to be doctors, females are nurses.
Well, man, in 2018, man, all these lines are, you got
But
the
is there-
nurse.
is there a
You got
need?
dudes who realize like nurses not getting paid, and Bama started.
Yeah.
They started saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be a nurse."
But
like,
is there a lack of? Is there respect lost when those roles aren't defined? If you have a woman that goes to work every day and a guy that stays home taking care of the kids, is there a loss of respect in maybe in the household or even in a
well, like a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah,
and
stay-at-home
the woman-
dad.
the woman
I don't think
goes out
so.
and- I mean, once again, if that
would
I
you
don't
be,
think so.
would
that's
you be
what-
a stay-at-home dad?
me, no,
Why?
not me,
Why?
because I'm going to lead. Like my family.
But
like,
how-
I'm gonna
why does that-
provide
why
my
does that-
family.
But
Like,
what
that's
if
just
that
me,
is?
though.
What if at the time that is leading your family? What if at the time that's what your family needs?
Okay, let's just say if it happened that situation where my lady needed for whatever reason,
Right.
Hey yo, I need you to for the next 3 months. Can you do this? For
Right,
my
right.
woman, for us, then yeah, I probably would do it. It's
but
not.
there's
I'm not
but there's a
Probably
set.
would do it.
There's
Hey,
a
Maybe
set.
yeah, if that's
There's a
what we
set.
have.
There's a set time limit on how
Oh, if
long
it's like,
you're
hey,
gonna.
look, this is gonna
you got-
be your new
you got
position in
90
this
days.
relationship.
All right,
Is that
okay,
you
so
gonna
look.
be? Nah, hell no.
All right, let's
Like,
say that she gets
why
offered
would-
the
So
job.
that
You
position
making-
need to get the respect that it deserves because that's a hard position.
But you work from home with things like that. I don't.
That's
know.
a hard
You do have
position.
some
But you
other-
won't.
have some
But you
other-
won't.
If it's done right,
All right, what if she's making? What if,
if
you
it's
making?
done right,
What if you
it's a
making
hard
like-
position.
What if you making 90 a year, and then she gets offered a job and she's making 2.5, and she's like, "Look, you can just lay up and chill, take care of the
now
kid."
she making 2.5. She
To your
dictating
90
to me to my
and
90.
and she's
like,
telling
what I
you,
need
she's
to
telling
do,
you, go
man.
lay up in
Wow.
the house, go chill out, take care of the kids, do all that. I got this part.
Oh, she want to kind of take care of me
I'm
now.
gonna kick you a couple dollars.
and
I'ma
you
make sure you
gonna
got
say
some money.
no, you got enough money to hire a nanny, and I'm gonna stay at
I'm
work.
gonna still do my thing as well. It's like,
But
nah,
what if it
I'm-
makes
because
more
I work.
sense?
That's me. That's the work ethic in me. Like I'm not.
But is
going
that not work? Taking care of the kids and making sure they get where they gotta go.
Kids, that is work.
If it was
Kids, taking
if
kids,
it was
kids
reversed
work.
and you were in the courtroom and she said, "I take care of the kids, I do the running, I get the dry cleaning, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning," and you'd be like, "That's not a job." The court is going to laugh at you, and they're going to reward her for her work, for her hard work, while you were at off at
Yeah,
work
she
making
got
them.
2.5 to my 90 now, right? My 90 was looking
So-
real
so
nice
that-
though
right.
before, but then that 2.5 kick in, and it's like now the 90 don't look too tough now, So,
But
things
maybe
have
the 90's
changed.
not
But
needed.
For me and my woman though, is our couple, like it's us, like yeah,
Right.
that's tight for us. You see what I'm saying?
But you're
As a
not.
family whole.
You're
as a
not
family,
unit.
it's about us, right? See, that's the thing. It's all about
You do
what
what you
you
gotta
two
do
have,
at the time.
right? It's like,
You do
look,
what
this
you
is how
gotta
we
do.
might
But for
have
you
to make
though,
it
I'm
happen.
just saying for you.
In your case.
You're not going for it. You're not going for the. Not,
I
not
mean,
the,
why would I stop working? That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't stop working. Nah.
We're not. Look. See,
Nah,
this,
you want me to stop work? See, want me to
I do.
stop working?
I do.
man.
I want-
Yeah, she want me to
Because
sit
what
at home.
if just last night y'all was watching one of the little shows with the nannies when they be beating the kids and stuff, and y'all was like, "Man, we never gonna do that to our kid. We never gonna make a stranger watch them." And y'all had a pact.
Oh no, I
Y'all-
got too
y'all
many
had a
family
pact.
now. I
And
got
you
too many
sit- and you
aunts
sit- and you
cousins.
sit- and you sitting down,
It ain't no
boo.
nannies.
And then
It's
y'all was
Aunt
still
Teresa.
laying in the
No
bed.
matter what.
And then y'all watched Steve and seen how it was the aunt and they was accusing the grandmother of doing all this and that. Then you still and then you like, you can't trust nobody.
All right, I give you a
Even if it's
scenario.
family.
I give you a
You can be like,
scenario.
all right, I'm gonna use my mother,
So,
but then I don't want to use my mother up. Then you use my mother every day. My kid's bad. What you gonna do?
True. No, I could dig. But that's gonna be family. It's always gonna stay in the family. Like,
You
ain't
gonna find
no-
a way for you not
Ain't
to-
no outside.
not-
Nah, but
not-
the
not
one
work.
joint I will give you. Remember that Chappelle show episode when Chappelle got with Oprah.
over.
I think I might be able to manage something like that. Like if my lady stack like that, like and it's like, all right, now just stay
But-
at the house, chill,
Shout out
do your
Dave
thing.
Chappelle.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
you best believe. All right, okay, baby, you bringing home the billions like that. And I'm gonna still have something. I'm gonna still have some type of hustle, but it might be like, all right, man, you cool. I get that massage. What else he was doing? He was doing the karaoke.
Oh, you
I-
laid
you
up
know,
with the Asian, with the
yeah, I
Asian
had
dudes
my,
and singing
my Asian
karaoke
homies over doing some
with a
karaoke.
crown, with a
you
crown
know,
on in the robe.
Yeah. But all right, what about you, man? You dishing out questions. What about you?
Would
man?
I?
Yeah. Your 90 versus 2.5. How you looking at that? Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I mean, now where I'm at now in my life, no. I've taken the hit before and put my little self on the back burner to take care to do the back and forth to school, and there's a loss of respect there.
Well, why?
You say a loss of
There's
respect.
a loss of
But why you feel like it's taking a hit when you got to do it? You see what I'm saying? Why
Because,
is I've
you know
taken
why I
a
say-
hit, I put myself on the back burner.
You could be a
but in
power-
a woman's case,
that's what it
just
is.
automatic.
Somebody's gonna have to.
It's
somebody at some
automatic, and
point-
we shunned if we looked upon like that, or if we say, I
But
know
that's the
I'm taking
gender-
a hit because that we talking about gender roles.
That's the
But you could be a power couple too.
But I
You
did-
could
No, but
be
hold
on
up, don't
point with
miss
your-
what I'm saying though.
But no, I definitely took the.
We supposed to just bite the bullet, swallow the pill, do what we gotta do, woman up. These our kids. This is just what you gotta do.
That's the role. I mean, that's kind of
Had
like
this so strong attitude about it. When y'all could sit there and be like, oh well, I knew I was taking a hit, or I do it for 3 months, and that's major.
Yeah,
You know
but-
what I mean?
Yeah, but it's because I'm going to be out there and I'm going to be providing. That's the reason why. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's like, all right, 3 months,
Okay,
I
but
can do that.
what if I need you here providing, not
woman.
out there?
I would never do it again.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would never do it again.
You will never.
Me personally, maybe it's the person that I was with at the time, but it's very. It can be when the argument happens, it becomes emasculating sometimes. And they make sure that to make that known.
That was
But
their
see, the
problem.
thing is,
Definitely. But I don't think I can take that. I'm with you.
that's what I'm
You know,
saying.
I'm
I'm
playing
not
devil's advocate
seeing
before,
like
but I'm
me not
definitely
never
no.
handling
Hell no.
my business though. Like that,
I mean,
that's
I
not
still
even in my
move the
brain.
shit.
Like
I
it's like,
still
yeah, I'm
did,
gonna be
but-
doing my thing.
But
Go ahead.
I feel the housewife thing where you know it doesn't allow you a lot of time if you're going to take that. If we're going to have set roles, it doesn't allow you a lot of time to do other things.
You're not gonna get time to
You
do
get up
other
in the-
things.
you get
You're
up in
not
the
gonna
morning.
get accolades for the things you do.
Yeah.
Because it's just your job. It's just what you do as a mother.
Yeah.
And as somebody's woman, it's just what you do.
Fathers make sacrifices too, though.
I'm not saying that they don't.
I think they
I'm not
do.
saying that they
you
don't.
We
in
got
the-
a sweet. I mean, we got a sweet deal though, man. We really do. We got a sweet deal. Very few kids. You know what I'm saying? When you get sick, you want your mama. You know what I'm saying? Dad gets to get out
Turn
of
into
there.
a complete baby.
But dad gotta take care of the real shit. Dad gotta protect the family. Dad gotta hold down the family. Dad gotta make sure, you know, and not to say that the mother can't do it. See, that's the thing. See, I don't want to make it come off like women can't
But
work
see,
and all that shit
the
either.
things you doing is outside of the house.
What?
The things you just mentioned.
Nah. The
Yes,
stuff
'cause what
outside
are
of
you
the house
actually
provides
doing?
for inside the house.
You providing for, but you're not actually physically doing anything in the house other than what? Outside y'all work, mowing the grass.
Bringing home the bacon
But what I'm saying
is a very, very big
but
job.
what I'm saying
Like,
is
it
the
wouldn't be
actual
nothing in the house
doing
without
of the
bringing it
task that it
home to-
requires to run a home is an actual thing too. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, all day. It's
Yeah,
all
I'm
day.
Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
not
a magic
disrespecting.
fairy
Yeah,
that
I'm
goes
not.
around while everybody's sleeping and ding 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 ding.
Exactly.
Let me get
Now,
all
what they
this
say?
piss from behind the toilet.
Didn't they say if a
get
housewife was a
Hey, that's a
real
straight
job,
mom
be
show.
$100,000
Y'all piss
You know
from
what
behind
I'm
the
saying?
toilet. Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
get
for
all
all
these
things.
fucking cereals from under the table, little wet pieces of rice, little wet pieces of chicken crumbs. You know what I mean? Where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a magic fairy that goes around and does that. It's
I'm
mom.
not making light of what
You know what I
females
mean?
have to
And
do
his
at all.
mom, regardless if mom is a stay-at-home mom, and his mom if mom goes to work too. So don't
look,
you know
if
what I
mom's
mean?
is
Mom
on
doing
point
all
and
that.
if pops is on
You got-
point, both of them have their equal load that they carrying because we carrying a different load. I understand the load with the kids, but it is a load that
But
a
you
man
keep trying to
carries for his
compare
family.
it. And what I'm trying to get you to see is no comparison.
No, well,
Because you
look,
yourself said, "Oh, I could do it for 3 months."
yeah, because
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he set me up. Yeah, I did say I could do it for
I
3
did,
months.
I did, though.
Yeah, he set me up, man. But for real though, yeah,
Okay,
I wouldn't see myself doing it for too long.
So right, but you have you got 2 girls.
Beautiful,
Right,
girls,
so-
too, yeah.
What are going to be the things that you make sure? I mean, of course, everything. Of course, you know how to change a tire, everything. You know, we're going to teach them everything. But what are the things that you feel like they have to learn? Because right now,
Everything that I'm teaching my sons right now.
But young women right now, I think like for real right now, it's a definite. We're kind of lost out here as to what everybody's supposed to be doing. I mean, not as far
But
as like
I feel like everybody should be able to do everything.
Right, I'm not talking about who you love or anything like that. But right now, you go outside, dudes are hypersensitive and women are overly aggressive right now. You see it. I mean, and I'm speaking directly within our culture. You know what I'm saying? There's a hyper, feminine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with that.
I understand what you're saying, but
and
you know
girls,
that gets deep. Though,
You better stop eating that stuff.
These kids coming out without fathers and all that good stuff, and then
without fathers
and all that good stuff. I mean,
but now if there's no set gender, but my thing is that there's no set gender role. There's nothing that a mother can't teach her son. There's nothing of. Then there has to be. I mean, what's
gender roles that we once knew it as, and gender and all that. That's like a thing of the past, man.
I teach my sons the same as I'm going to teach my daughters when they get a little bit older, and that is you need to be able to do for yourself.
Okay.
You need to know how to keep your area clean. You need to know how to keep a clean kitchen and a clean bathroom. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You need to know how to keep your body clean from head to toe. You know what I mean? Your clothes and your belongings should be organized in a certain way, to where as though you know where everything is, and there shouldn't be no dirt or dust and debris within your area.
Right.
That's the basics of life. Like,
I understand that.
That's regardless if you
what
never
about
get with another person. Don't be a hoarder.
But I mean, like
don't
the cooking
and
the cleaning and the because we were raised a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? We're a little more raised in the old school where. Like, I know that if there was a female in my household that was my age, then she would have done half of what I was doing because I was the only one. Mm-hmm. So she may have been doing more of the cooking, more of the, traditional roles of a girl in the household.
Right.
She would have been taught to
traditional.
She would have been taught to when it was time to do laundry or whatever. Before everybody was doing that, she'd have probably been down there helping mom with the laundry.
But see, that's the thing. Times change, man. And it's almost like you got to change with change. Not to say that we can't hold on and be like all of a sudden men ain't men and we ain't, naturally, you always going to have men around, real men. That's still going to be passed along. It might not be as strong as it once was. It might be getting fewer and fewer real strong, solid men.
But what does that have to? That's what I'm.
That has everything to do with it too, though.
That's what I'm about to say.
It has everything to do with it because.
But what is a real? Because now we're getting into, like I said, what is a real man? Because now you can get turned into a man if you want to. If you feel deep down inside, that you are a man, you were born a man in another vessel of whatever. I don't know. It's 62 different genders.
Yeah. Depending on what you look at, it's like 80 or 60 or something like that. Yeah, one of them included like another 30.
Okay, so a biological man.
But what does that matter? Like, what is are there set roles that a biological man should be?
You stand on your own too. You can take care of what you need to take care of. You can handle yourself.
That's not a biological man.
What?
That's anybody can do that.
No, I'm not saying that.
Anybody can say that. I'm a man now.
Right.
I stand on my own too. I take care of me and such and such and such and such.
A lot of people can say it, but how many people really doing it? A lot of people can say it, but I'm talking about really doing it and instilling good values, like you handling your business. If you are raising,
it's a lot. It's just not.
Yeah, it ain't broadcast like that. Right, exactly.
It's a lot of people that's holding it down.
Right, bringing it back to the original point.
Men,
it's like,
women,
they still around. It's just you don't see it.
Trans people, you know what I mean? Lesbian relationships, gay relationships. With children involved, without children involved, children that's dead, children that's not dead.
Question.
You know what I mean?
If it's two women that live together, one's the man, does she take out the trash?
It depends on that relationship. It depends on that relationship.
Hey, that's the question of the day, man. If y'all could go to the drink, man, and please let us know,
man. Let us know, man.
Take out the damn trash, man. That's the question, man. Right?
But then, I mean, and then like I'm saying, gender roles as far as
man, it's
like, I'm talking about clothing.
Man. Everything is changing, Joe. Yeah.
So can men wear skirts, dresses?
You seeing it? Our old school thought. Think about it.
What man?
What
man? The men on TV, the men in magazines, yeah. Not no men in my fucking family can't wear no fucking skirt. My sons ain't about to wear no skirt. I'll
does that
show
do-
them the
I'm
picture
telling
and be
you,
like,
man,
look,
I'm
y'all.
not wearing no damn
Now,
skirt.
I mean,
Obviously,
I'm
you
done.
can't
No, my
wear
son's
no
not wearing no
But
skirt.
I
No.
don't-
Bama's all
No.
starting to wear skirts.
I
My son not wearing no skirt.
I don't have the legs for
My
it and
son,
shit, you
my
know what I'm
nephews,
saying? You know what I'm
They
saying?
got the
But
legs.
no,
they not wearing no
I mean,
skirt. No.
Are
Nah,
there?
ain't no skirt. But I'm
But,
just saying.
but does
things,
that doesn't take away from their gender though, right? If a dude chooses
Put it
to
like
wear a
this.
I
skirt
don't give a fuck. They
outside,
not wearing no skirt.
Young Thug did that. Remember back in the day, he did that. What's the name? Joining the dress, right?
the Jeffrey joint looking like Raiden.
That's fine.
I thought he
You a
was looking
celebrity.
like a
That's what y'all
Sealy
do.
from The Color Purple or something, man. With the
That's-
ruffles and
Sealy
all
and-
that, you know, with the nice
It look like
joint, right?
Ceely's cosplay of Raiden and shit. You
You're
know
a
what I'm
celebrity.
saying?
That's what y'all
But
do.
the thing is that when I called it out, I remember talking with my friends, man. I called it out, and I was like, "Yo, this dude's obviously letting you know he's gay." Like, and they just looked at me and was like, "Yo, why are you saying he gay?" And I'm like, "Look at it. Look at the picture." And it was like,
But is
so
that-
what? He
that's
can't wear that. He can't
defined
express himself.
clothing.
And that's when they try to tell me I'm a dinosaur. I'm the last of a dying breed
Oh,
of
well.
this thought process.
Proud to be
For
one
real,
then,
think about
if
it.
that's the case.
Think about it. In 2018, we just said it's 50-something genders, right?
Right,
We
50
come from the
gender
thought process.
assignments.
It was two.
You can do
That's where
whatever
we
you
came
wanna
up from.
do.
So what I'm saying is
Y'all
that
out there can do it. I'm talking about minds.
as time goes
My
on,
sons.
things will change, and it's
My
like, yeah, you
sons, my
naturally gonna be
daughters.
able to hold on to your thoughts. You will be able to. Not to say that you can't be strong with your thoughts, but we will see how things change.
And I'm just
evolve,
lucky.
yo. That's
I'm
all
lucky
saying.
that one of my sons haven't come to me and been like, "Mom, I think I want to wear a
71.
skirt." You know what I mean?
71
different
gender
flavors,
options.
man.
Mom, I'm glad they haven't come. Mom, I think I want to wear a skirt. That way
No,
I don't have to be
literally,
like,
that's
I don't have
69
to
too
just
many.
shut them down and be like, "No, you're not wearing no fucking skirt." I don't have to do that because they haven't come to me and done that. So thank God.
71.
All right, and if he did, I want to wear a skirt.
You're not wearing no fucking skirt.
See, you got some bambas. They like, hey, if you want to wear a skirt, you can wear a
Okay,
skirt. And
well-
if you say something, then there's something wrong with you now.
I don't
But
care.
that's
You're
your
not wearing
child,
no
though.
skirt.
That's
My
your
child. You're not
And that's
wearing
what
no
I'm saying.
skirt.
That's your child.
But That's
when
It's
you'll
your
wear a skirt.
child,
In the 30s
the way you
though.
raise your
You'll wear a
child.
skirt when you don't live in my house
But
no
I'm
more.
just saying,
That's when
like,
you'll wear a
it's
skirt.
What about like
You
the-
moving
people
out at
are,
11
it's-
years old? Oh, well, take your ass to your room then.
Yeah.
And go dream
They
about
don't
when
know
you
what
going
they
to do
doing
when you
at that
18 and you move out and you go wear a skirt. when
What
you
they say
18.
until you can buy a skirt, right?
No.
Right,
Well,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
until
can buy
you
your
can
own
buy your
stuff.
own
Yeah,
You're
clothes.
old enough to buy your own stuff.
That's really when
Come on,
until you
dude.
can afford to move out and
Yeah.
live on your. But
But
that
it's
doesn't
2018,
define. But
man.
right
I'm
in
telling you, man,
2018, that doesn't define.
Yeah.
Young Thug wearing a choker and a dress does not define that. Does not define him as a gay man.
I think
Right.
all that's well
I-
and good for the movement and all that. Okay.
I just
That's
don't know
great.
what does
Happy
now.
for him.
Like, how do you flag somebody now? You can't flag.
But
them
when
in
did
that- in that
I
dress?
say if he was Irish, he would. If he was Irish and he was Russell Crowe, then he would be
Yeah, he'd be representing
be a part of his culture?
or
yeah,
Scottish
his
or
culture
whatever,
something,
whatever
right.
it is.
But
Scottish.
but
or
we've
whatever.
been conditioned to already know, like, okay,
It's just
all right,
clothes at the end of the
cool.
day, but so what?
Is it
Because
though?
of gender
Nah,
roles,
it
you
can't
can't wear a
be, though.
skirt.
It can't be.
It can't-
though.
You
You
can't
just
wear a
rock
skirt without looking funny, because you a dude and you got a skirt on.
But
you
what
look
about
funny.
okay? What about when we were having a conversation the other day about the 30s, the kids back in the
Yeah,
day?
yeah. Back in the day, that's what they used to do. Yeah.
Up until what? It was like to a certain age.
Remember,
kids-
pink and blue wasn't even the established colors until like what, the 40s or something like that, 60s, 50s. No, not 60s, but 40s
So
or
it became
50s.
that this is for you.
That's
and this
when they
is for
started.
you,
Yeah,
and
they
you
started
started
running
to.
with it, for whatever reason. But yeah, society standards.
I mean,
man.
but nowadays you can't even put a damn rainbow T-shirt on your child. Like, ain't-
Well, because they've hijacked that.
that's
They've
what I'm saying.
hijacked.
You can't even put
They've
a
hijacked feeling.
rainbow
Tie-dye
T-shirt on your
joints back in
child.
the
You
day.
They hijacked. They
Tie-dye joints.
hijacked feeling good, man.
can't even do that.
I mean, you know, the rainbow was for
You gotta
Care
think twice
Bears
every time
and
you know what I'm saying? See something with a
Everything got a color now. man.
everything, but everything has a
something is
secret, a
pink
secret
or
meaning,
blue
or
something. Yeah.
if you see a triangle and you know the. This
That's
is that,
why-
and this is that, and
I don't never did define myself. I just did what the fuck I want at the time.
But does
And
that
that's
does
You know
you
what I'm
does
saying?
you
Live your life.
now
You
I'm
gotta
saying
live
does
your life,
you living your life and just defining yourself as you go along? Are you able to do that because you're a female? Can
That's
a
a good
guy
question.
live? Can a guy live as freely and
Yes, he can.
but can,
Are there more consequences? Probably.
what consequences though? I mean,
It
I
depends
mean, we know
on
we're
how
talking. I
honest you
mean,
want to be. You know what I mean? How honest you
but
trying to be?
but like, what I'm
It's the
saying is a
consequences.
girl coming out and saying, "I've dated other girls, I've dated guys,
Mm-hmm.
I've dated both at the same time," and she decides now I'm going to get with a guy or I'm going to get with a girl. It's accepted. That's,
We look at it differently, right?
right.
We do.
But if a
right.
guy says, "Hey, yeah, you know, I was you know, so I can't.
Well, it
I
ain't
can't
even no
say
right. You
it,
can't
you know
even make
what
your
I'm
lips
saying?
warm and shit, right?
Yeah, I
but
mean,
in
but-
that instance, you would be gay.
Does that
It's
take?
like, yeah.
But does that take away from him being is he any less of a man because of that?
No. Because it's all different kinds of men.
All right, so you mean
it's all different kinds of
boom,
men.
Okay, boom.
Because now
you
you're taking it away, saying that just because someone's gay, that takes away.
Okay, right. I'm not saying that. I'm
Like,
saying that. Okay, in the sense of like, all right, you're dating a guy. You guys are sitting around, and he's like, yeah, my last relationship, I was in for 5 years, and we lived together, and it was really traumatizing, and blah blah blah. And you're like, oh man, that's fucked up. And then.
What was her name? Peter.
The phone rings or something like that, and he's like, "Oh, that was and it's a guy on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll talk to you later, dude." Blah, blah, blah. Who's that? Oh, that was your buddy, or no? That's my ex and shit.
Right.
How do you feel sitting at that dinner table? Is this a relationship?
Finishing the rest of the meal.
I said you're gonna finish that meal though, huh? And then get the hell up out of Dodge. Huh?
All this was cool. We can remain friends, but it's just not for me.
But why?
Because.
He just living free and doing him and doing and
that's
great.
That's great. That's all well and great.
To be like, all right,
but
like
that's
said,
the consequence.
That's she. Right.
I
exactly,
would be like,
that's like, nah, that's
I
like,
would be like, I'm so appreciative of your honesty. But for me, that we could remain friends.
Check please.
But check please. Yeah. But check please.
Yeah, one of them joints. Yeah, one of them joints.
But check please. But check please. Yeah. Check please.
So there's a definite double standard when it comes. It seems like it's a definite, like not a double standard, but there's a definite. It's personal. It's
I think it comes to how you live your life. It's your, and I'm still in this. And if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. But you have your own personal code of life. Your own personal code of conduct. Especially if you want to conduct yourself as a good person. And it's like, all right, I'm not gonna do bad to people. All right, I might got some vices in life. I might do some things, but this is how I live my life, and this is how I look at my life. And if everybody is an individual, and if for that person, whatever they choose to do, if that's what they want to do, it's like, all right, well, shit, as long as you ain't bringing that shit to me.
And that's just me today.
So be it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
people change.
Cool, man. That's you. If that's
people
that's
evolve,
what you choose
people
to do.
change, people grow, people,
right, but everybody
find
has
new
everybody's
truths that
entitled.
they believe is true, and
X
some things out that they might have thought before, and all that. So, with that being said, but still don't know.
Yeah, nah.
So,
you know what I mean?
None of that.
So these are the new.
Like even if a chick had told you, yeah, my ex-boyfriend used to, da with a dude. Like,
but I feel like I would know.
You know what?
I feel like I would have an inkling of a feeling of a something, and if I didn't, and if it never came up, how could I be mad?
You say if it never came up?
Yeah, if it never came up. So
you wouldn't get mad if he never told you that he was gay? Or that he had a boyfriend, that he was at one point in his life.
I feel like if I don't have if I'm not suspecting you of being gay, and it never came up, and that's some shit you did one time in college.
No, I don't think that's no phase, man. Ain't no gay phase.
If it never came up,
that's just I don't think.
If I never asked you,
as a man,
and it was something you ain't done in 20 years, you did it one time. You don't gotta tell me that. And you ain't done it since, and don't want to do it.
But this now, no, hold on.
You don't gotta tell me that.
I'm about to take
you
down.
He felt he could
I'm about to take you down.
So now he told you now
dark. You know what I'm saying? But what? So that's forgiveness, right? So
and by that time, I might already be in love with him.
So are there things now that I'm about to ask you? Are there things now that if somebody did that, as long as a certain amount of time has passed, is okay? Like, all right, R. Kelly peed on a little girl. Is he dateable now?
R. Kelly's never dateable.
I'm just saying, but that was 20 years ago.
You use him strictly for music purposes.
If you kill somebody.
Okay.
That's just music.
Okay, if you kill somebody. That was something you did one time.
It depends on what the circumstances
That's what I'm saying. You can do something one time, but it's like, what was that one thing?
What was that one?
Though? It's like certain things is like, that one thing you might have done is like, that was strong enough to always be there.
Y'all dating, and y'all laid up watching Netflix. You laid up under his arm or whatever, and he, you're like watching a movie and somebody get killed. Somebody killed somebody on TV or whatever. And the guy says, and you say, "Oh, I can never do nothing like that." He'd be like, "Oh, it ain't that bad." You get past it.
I thought that at first too, or something like that.
Yeah, right. Some kind of responsibility. I mean, do you?
Honey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I got pee real fast. I mean, right? How do you? Is that something that you can get past, or?
See, once again, it's your personal code of conduct. If you, for herself, if you feel
that's
like
different.
I can deal with that.
That's
some
different.
People like, hell
that's
no,
murder.
I can't deal with someone who took something.
That's different. You gotta tell. You can't spring that on somebody 5 years into the relationship. Like, oh, what? You drive somebody crazy like that. You got to tell them that up front.
Say it's hit that you
If
was
you kill
missing for
somebody.
like 18 years.
Right,
What
if you
was
kill
at?
somebody,
Shit.
it's
Can't
right,
do
the
that because
bullshit,
then
right.
I'm
Just pop back on the scene.
What was the
like,
circumstances? Oh, you knew her 5 years first? Like, I'm immediately getting paranoid. Like, wow.
I think that's something you need to
So,
disclose.
I mean, that's
yeah, you
disclosure,
probably
right?
do,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I don't think that's the first date though. I don't think the first meal.
But-
First meal we could probably fill each other.
But
out.
if you
But
had an
could just be like,
encounter,
fuck it, let's get straight to this shit. Like, look, I killed somebody. You want to continue? And then get to know me.
Should
you know,
you-
you could
should
do
it
that.
be-
You know what I mean?
if you got a
Should it
sense of
be
humor,
that-
it might go over.
So yeah.
Shit,
You that
what?
honest.
So you might want to know the details. Like, yo, was it self defense? Like, what did you do? Like, first degree, second degree? Like,
No,
you know.
I'm gonna just be like, can I Google it? You're gonna be like, yeah. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll do it later. Let's just finish talking.
Some girls get turned on by
Shit,
that.
that's
shit.
when you
already
better-
Let's just
know,
finish
right?
talking.
They
You
be
better,
like,
you better
ooh,
text
kill her.
somebody, text or
Kill her.
call somebody, and let them know I'm on a date with a murderer. So if I turn
Right,
up missing
right,
and shit,
right.
Think about it. If you kill somebody, would you tell somebody you killed? Like, I mean, would you?
No.
Like, if it's something that happened, would it just be something that you know happened and it might, you know, like, yeah, you're going to go tell somebody, hey, look, man.
I mean,
Something
I
like
killed
that.
somebody before. I said, nah, I mean, how did that
Yeah,
come
at
up
some
in the
point,
conversation?
right? How do you bring that up? Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that's
hope
just
you'll
something
never
that
have
gets,
to be in that position to have to do nothing
that
like
gets exposed.
that. That's
man.
all.
I think that gets exposed at some point.
Because
man.
nowadays, people killing people on live, people
Yo,
doing all types of
Killing
crazy
shit,
stuff.
Yeah, crazy shit. Yeah.
but is there if there was an
2018,
established
man. Technology,
if
man.
you was in the house doing, I mean, is that girls going hard on live shooting people? Girls out here fighting endlessly.
But think
They
about
need
it.
to-
We also
they need to
seeing
raise
it
their
more.
self
It's not
up,
to say that
you
this
know what I
stuff
mean?
ain't always been happening. Now we have
So you saying they was
video
just- they was
camera.
just
Now
well-
we have more access to it to see it.
We
now.
don't have to watch it.
We don't have to watch it. Remember back in the day, there
don't
used to
have to
be a
watch it. You don't have to support it.
1995 tape.
You don't have
Remember
to click
Banned
on
from
it.
TV to
You know
what I
Ghetto
mean? You don't have to,
Brawls.
you don't have to
Yeah,
comment
and
on
all of
it.
them
Just
joints.
ignore it.
I wonder
All
who the
the little
dude, whatever the
fights.
dude that started them Jones, he rich.
Yeah.
Stupid rich now.
He was on point. Now you can just Google that shit. Now
Yeah,
it
Google
ain't
fights,
nothing.
yeah.
Now it ain't nothing. You can go. Remember
What, we lost the
bum
format.
fights, all that
Bum
shit.
fights,
shit,
yeah.
Real life
all
bum
that dumb
fight.
shit, man. All that dumb shit. man.
crazy.
Yeah, 1995.
Transmasculine, two spirit.
See what I'm
These are
saying?
some of the 71.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So
Everybody's
there's
entitled to
clearly
their own opinions.
Pangender.
Man.
There's clearly no set.
Some of them say the same thing, it's just worded differently, man. It's
the
no
end of
way
the
in
day,
the world there's 71
The roles
different
are
type
broken
of
down
people from what
among
they say.
that relationship.
They got neither on here. Just neither. Just I'm neither. Just
So how about that then?
Yes.
Male, female, neither.
neither,
How about
neither,
that?
either, either. I don't know.
How about that? Just
Take
That's
your
a-
pick. What do you want me to be
that's a-
tonight?
that's
A, B, or C.
classification.
What
Fuck
the
it, which
fuck?
one you want. But then you
Yeah.
have people like, nah, because I am somebody. I'm not neither. I am
Male to
someone.
female, MTF, gender queer, gender questioning, gender
It's a gang of them,
non-conforming.
man. It's a gang of them joints. But hey, to each his own, man.
cisgender.
To
Be
each
all
his
of
own,
that.
man. This is Two Real Radio.
Be
and like
all
I
of
say,
that
we welcome
Two Real Radio.
everything. So
As
Two
long as
spirit.
you
we
not
have
out
our
here
conversations.
beating nobody over the head,
Right.
doing nothing to nobody, taking nothing from nobody, do you, boo?
Yeah.
Do
Because think
you,
about it. At the end of
boo?
the day, we talking about a gender. It's like, all right, okay. And once again, that's something that is socially you're a female. You know, I see.
So
you as
how
a
do we
female, you
I
see me
mean,
as a
so do
male.
we
But
have
if
to-
you told me you was a man, I might have to say, all right, look, I can't call you she, right? I would have to respect that, right?
Right. And
I
that's,
would have
and
to,
that's, and that's
right?
what
I
we're
mean, if I'm
about,
gonna be
respectfully.
respectful, I would
Right.
have to say, okay, what's up, brother? You know, I would have to do that. But you all women know, Jen ain't no, yeah, lover of life. There we go.
Lover of life, that's me.
Yeah.
So-
man, crazy though, man, crazy. 71, dog.
71, two spirit, male to female, trans, intersex person. I mean, it's just hermaphrodite, male, female to male, trans.
I mean, in
asexual.
my
And then you got the
brain,
cis
it's
joint.
always
Remember all
been
the cis,
like-
all the cisgender.
in my
is
brain-
mean-
It's everything is trans.
That's,
It's
I mean,
like a
that's
husband.
fine.
Like
You can
think
put whatever you want
trans,
to put in the
not-
middle.
and
You
then
got female
No, I
on
think-
this
I think-
side.
I think cis
male on this
is-
side. You got a whole lot of stuff in between.
I
A
think
whole
cis is
lot
when
of
you
stuff in
think you
between.
something and you might be born this way, but you identify as something, but then you actually are something else. You know, like I don't know. It's crazy. Like think about it. You got some lesbians that don't consider themselves lesbian. They feel that they're a man, so they feel that there's a heterosexual.
But does there have to
relationship,
be
you see what
some
I'm saying?
set? I mean, we've gone through the whole, okay, there's nothing set within the household. And I believe that, like I said, if anybody sees a problem in the household, look, we all got to eat, and then, like you said, there's nobody staying home, then somebody has to take, the initiative that night to cook or whatever it is. More mechanical stuff is for guys. More, I don't know. I guess it's on you to decorate the household and stuff, like to make it look like a home more so.
No,
I
not
would like
necessarily. Not necessarily.
I mean, I wouldn't
Not
want you
necessarily.
to be junky, though.
I've seen it both ways. I've been in it both ways. I've been in it where I was with somebody where they did most of the decorating and it was a male. I've been in the time where I do most of the decorating and I'm the female.
Right. It comes to the two individuals.
And I let him do his
in
thing because it was nice. And you know what I mean? And I wasn't into it at the time.
So there's no set for a woman. There's nothing that your guy
has to do
that he doesn't have. I just want one thing that your guy does not have to do in the household.
He don't have to suck his own dick. I mean,
so now it becomes strictly sexual. It becomes a sexual thing.
You said one thing. I mean, you said one thing. That's the one thing he can't. I mean,
the wifely duty.
You can't do that.
That's right. Her wifely duty.
You can't do that.
But is that what it? Is that what?
No, because I fuck around won't do that either.
But if he has to take out the trash, it has to be something that, he
doesn't have to.
To me, it just seems. I'm not saying that I'm looking for equality necessarily. I'm not saying that I'm looking for it to be fair.
He can decide that he can only want to do it for 3 months. Take care of the house. Like this is everyday, all day. You know what I mean? It's not one thing.
Not in every relationship. That's what I'm saying.
It's not one thing.
Certain relationships, you do look at it a little different though. It's kind of like, all right, well.
You know what I mean? Because you can easily say, okay, well, you don't have to cook.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But what if the male is a chef? Mm-hmm. And that's his art, and that's what he do. He cook.
Well, I mean, most of the best chefs in the world are men.
You see
so
what
I mean,
I'm saying?
that already that gender.
So then you bending the gender
and
thing
then when you think about
there.
household, keeping up household, the richest household, they keep a male butler. So it's a male that takes care of the household, the butler.
Well, see, once again, this is stuff from society that we're thinking of these roles that, traditional roles.
Well, it looks like we're not getting anywhere with this one. There's no set roles. You can wear a dress and still be a man. You can.
Nah, I never said that.
And I look at that whole list of what's that 70-something different things. Yep. And all I see is that's a
if
people.
you wear that type of dress, come on, man.
It's
not if you just had a dress on.
So there's levels of dresses that you can wear.
Oh man, what's the name? Dress was. Come on, man. This dress was.
Oh yeah,
any dress
but
I'm just saying specifically though. He was flagging though. He wasn't. Yeah. It was nice. The cover.
Nice. I mean, it was a nice dress. Why
am I on this island by myself? See, that's the thing, man.
You're not on that.
That's art. That's art. That's different. Like you can't compare regular people to them. They do stuff like that. That's what they do.
Nah, I don't know what.
Yes,
what
that's what they do.
Do a dress. Like, why would you do that?
Because that's what they do. Like they want it. That's why you gotta make sure you teach your kids.
Why?
That you gotta teach your kids. Because they don't know. You know.
Yeah,
you know that's bogus.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
But your son might not know that that's bogus.
Whenever we talk about this type of topic, it never comes to a set. We figure out that guys do whatever they do. Women really have nothing other than sexual that they're responsible for within that household.
Not even that, really.
There you go. Anybody? Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Let us know what you think, man. We're not getting anywhere. The2 Real Radio. It doesn't seem like we're going to get anywhere.
And the thing is that we want to know what you guys think. I mean, that's why we throw this stuff out there. So I mean, you naturally, you hearing our opinions and stuff like that, but we want to know what y'all think because naturally in 2018, everybody is entitled and has their opinion.
It's only sexual. It's only sexual.
That's all.
I don't agree with that all the way though. So
next week. We're talking about beating your kids. Should you? Shouldn't you? Does it make them violent?
Just don't well on them, but I think some discipline.
To beat or not to beat?
We will hold that,
to beat or not to beat. Between a spanking and a beating.
I was beating. I came out perfect, so.
Well, I'm gonna try to get a special guest here for that one, and
that's gonna be a good one though. Yeah.
We love y'all.
Hey, and Tia,
Jen Strong, lover of life.
We didn't even mention you, Tia. We're so sorry, darling.
You were always with the spirit. Always.
Come back to us.
Come back to us.
We miss you.